Hey sewing friends, so this is going to be a real quick video because I can see that my battery is getting very low. So I did actually have a somewhat disappointing week in my sewing room, and surprisingly enough it hasn't really bummed me out or made me feel really bad. In fact, it's in many ways motivated me to get more organized and to really be more focused. It's just that, you know, as I said, there were a few disappointments this week. The first one being that I could not get my live stream to work. I wanted to do a live stream sew along with the Cashmerette Pembroke dress. I tried it with my camera, I tried it with my phone. You know, I think after about 45 minutes, I gave up, and I'm really sorry, you guys. If I could see that some of you guys were waiting, trying to you know, watch the video. So I really apologize for not getting that to work. I'm gonna have to learn more about the technology because I thought I had it down, but apparently I didn't. But I did end up making my Pembroke dress, and I used this fabric that I'd shown you from knitfabrics.com, and I am very happy with it. Now, originally I thought that this color was just a little bit too orangey red for me, and one of my viewers, Lynn, she never steers me wrong. She always tells me, she'd commented, she said, Carol, that color looks great on you. You know, you're going to end up loving it. Don't give up on it. And Lynn, you're right. As soon as I tried this dress on, you know, when I was making it, I thought, hey, I really like this. So I'm looking forward to the fall so that I can wear this. And I made this in a size 16 CD cup, and I had graded out to an 18 at the hips and the waist. But it sort of stuck out a bit, so I actually had to go in and just grade it back to a 16 from top to bottom in a CD cup. So, and the fit, I think, is fine. I love it. So yeah, really happy with the dress, but very disappointed that I could not do the live stream. Now, another disappointment I'm having, and I don't want to say a disappointment, but I'm having a frustration, is making my tulle dress for Frocktails. Now, I did make the skirt portion of my dress just kind of as a mock-up to see what it would look like and to see what it's like to work with tulle. And I have to say, I had so much fun making this. This is actually 6 layers, and it's 3 layers of a half circle and 3 layers of a full circle, but it's not turning out how I thought. And I had actually shown you other inspirations of a tulle skirt with a moto jacket. Now that is definitely something that I plan on making, and I think I want to make that for our end of the year party at work that we have, to a dinner that we have at the end of the year for my work. I think the issue that I'm having with this particular skirt is that it is just way too poofy. It's like a tutu. I feel like it's almost costumey. So I think I don't need to do the full circle, just maybe half circle or maybe even quarter circles to make it, as I said, less of a poofy one. So I'd made this, and the goal was to go to Britex Fabrics to try and find a fabric that I could wear underneath it. And I'm actually kind of embarrassed. I have this Vogue pattern that I plan on making the dress out of. I think I showed it to you in my last video. And my sewing room is such a chaotic mess, I cannot find the pattern. So I can't put it up. I apologize, but it's basically a sleeveless bodice, a V-neck with a sleeveless bodice, and then a half circle skirt. And the gentleman at Britex, he was bringing out some fabric, and we were putting it together. And the more I was looking at the really pretty silks and viscoses and everything that he was bringing out, the more I didn't like the idea of tulle. It was looking very costumey. It was looking very tutu-ish. And I think that, again, has to do with the fact that the skirt is so full, maybe that there's so many layers. But I think I might axe the tulle just because I don't know if I can make it to work. I still need to, you know, I'm hoping I have enough time to try it with less fullness. But anyhow, I'm rambling. Let me show you the fabric that I bought. It is this beautiful silk charmeuse that we had, ooh. Oh no. Okay, here we go. It's this beautiful silk charmeuse, which I love, you know, I'm torn because it's like, I love the fabric. It's a gorgeous fabric. It's kind of spring, and yet here we are getting into October here in a week or so, in a couple of days. So I don't know that this is the best fabric for the season, but on the other hand, it's still in the 90s here. So I don't know. So I think I'm going to change my plans, that I will make this or use this fabric for the Vogue dress. And because it's sleeveless and I want to wrap, I did remember that I had bought this raw silk at Stone Mountain and Daughters, and I think this matches perfect to make a little short bolero jacket. And I think that's going to be my Frocktails outfit. And I also like the idea that I could probably get maybe a darker red and make, I don't know, somehow wear this dress again throughout the year as maybe a cardigan or a blazer or something in a darker red for the winter time. And then the last, it's not so much a disappointment, but I am not making the progress. I'm being distracted. I'm not making the progress that I want on the pants that I want to make and the total 8 pieces that I'm making for my module. That's kind of like first and foremost as far as my sewing plans, but I got sidetracked by this Frocktails dress. So I need to get that done and out of the way. So I did end up making a second toile, and I just did it as the shorts because I didn't feel I needed to make the full length of the pants. And I did manage to get the horizontal balance line in the front, see, this is my pants, level. But there are other issues that I need to address, and I just haven't been able to make those adjustments to the pattern and make another mock-up. And now I see why she means that sometimes you might have to make 3, 4, 5, you know, toiles, because if you're making little adjustments here and there, and especially since I don't know what I'm doing, maybe once I get more experience in fitting pants to myself, I can make several adjustments and then just make 1 or 2 toiles. But because I need to see what everything does, what every adjustment does, and how it affects the other parts, it's slow go. And but I am excited because she does have what I feel is my situation exactly. She goes fitting very full buttocks and a tilted waist. And as you can see in this picture right here, yeah, this one, the same issue that I'm having, where the back, there's not enough fabric in the back, but in the front there is, so it dips down here. And then here you can see that the horizontal balance line is dipping down at the center. So it's, and then also you can see the tightness here across the buttocks, because you do, and I remember feeling like, wow, that's really tight in the back, you know. And I remember thinking, it's like I need to you know, let out the back, but I don't need to let out the front side seam, because then it would be too baggy in the front. And lo and behold, I'm reading this book, and that's exactly what she says. She calls it the out seam. You know, you have the inseam and the out seam. And she says you'll probably need to let out more of the back out seam than the front. So I'm having a great time learning this and experimenting with this, but it's just been a very slow process, and I wish that I could be moving a little faster and that I could share something with you rather than just, oh yeah, I'm reading a book and I'm, you know, making another toile. Hopefully next week I'll have a lot more to share with you. So that was what my week was, you know, in the I guess the format of Friday Sews. That's what I've been up to. As far as what my plans are, it's really just a continuation of what I've been up to. I've decided on what I want to do for Frocktails. Got to get the bolero jacket and the dress made. Need to work on my pants. Need to, well, I guess I finished the Pembroke dress, but then I need to focus more on the other 8 pieces that I'm working on for my my module. As far as life goes, the only, I guess, big difference in my life is that I do have a little Yorkie mix. Bella, she's just a sweet little baby girl. And she is old, she's 13, and I guess she has Cushing's disease for dogs, and that is causing some issues. And then she also just recently went blind. I guess they call it SARDS. It's called sudden acute retinal detachment, and it literally did happen like overnight. And they say that it can happen anywhere between 24 hours and a week or so, and that it's very common with dogs that have Cushing's disease. So we have been spending a lot of time getting her used to her environment, letting her feel safe, letting her feel loved, still trying to take her on walkies. She doesn't want to do her walkies because she can't see. So it's kind of been an adjustment for the whole family. And I am down to 7% on my battery. So yay, at least it didn't give out. So I'm hoping if you guys want to see how these projects turn out, that you'll go ahead and hit the like and subscribe, because I do plan on making a little more progress next week. Last week was just a really kind of hectic week, so please hit the like and subscribe as you leave the video. And I do thank you guys so much for deciding to spend a little bit of your day with me. I will see you next time, guys. Bye.